Ladies and gentlemen, hello, my name is Austin from awfulmedia.com, and we're going to continue the WordPress series today. This one's going to be pretty fun though, because all you have to do is work on the homepage a bit. But what could we do? Well, I want to bring in some games in the sidebar, but I don't know what kind of games to bring in, and how would we do it? We could do like the thumbnail list like we have here, but that wouldn't really work well in such a tight space. So I was thinking we could bring in a full width thumbnail and then have the title and the description below the thumbnail itself, and then stack like 3 of those on top of each other. And that sounds good, but what kind of games would we bring in? I was also thinking about that too, and I think we should bring in a random selection of games, and that'll give me a chance to show you how to use a query and order them by specific criteria. So let's copy this section. I'm going to paste it right below itself there, and I'm going to remove new games. In fact, I'm going to remove new games from both of these. And if we refresh and look at that now, you'll see nothing's changed except for the heading, and that's fine. But what I have to do is give a class to this section, because it's going to be in the sidebar, and it's not going to have 2 columns, it's going to only have the 1 column of thumbnails. So I have to differentiate from those somehow, and the way we're going to do it is by giving a class to the section itself. So let's give it a sidebar list. Control S, and I'll go ahead and say that this is going to be random games, or just, yeah, random. And if we refresh, okay, good. I want to set this to 5 columns, because 5 and 11 is, 16. Pretty hard math. Control S, let's look at that now. Okay. Now I want to limit this to be 3 posts, and I want to limit it, or I want to sort it, or okay, I want to order it by random. So what I'll do is I'll say this, and then that, and then that. But inside of this, let's put order by, and order it by RAND, or RAND. And that will order it by random. So to go in and grab random posts. You can also do different things inside this. Just for example, we can order it by the titles. You can order it by date. You can order it by the number of comments they have. We'll be using all those later on. But for now, we're using RAND for random. And if we look at that, refresh, keep refreshing, you see that it keeps changing because it's getting random games. And that's good. That's what we want it to do. Now let's go in the style sheet, and I'm going to set up a class for the sidebar list game thumb. I'm going to set this to be, first of all, float none, and the width is 100%, because the game thumb is 50% in the normal container, but in this container it has to actually be 100% because we want a single column. There we go. And we could use that. But I don't want to use that. So what we're going to do is take this class, copy that class, paste it, and go with an image. And we can set the, well, let's set the width to 100% on this one as well. There we go. And let's set the height to auto. I could not type. Okay, there we go. And they look, that don't look very good. Well, it will in a second. Now let's take this and paste that again and target the anchor tag and set the, here's the train. Yeah. Set the height to auto as well. And if you auto both of those, then we get that. But you can see the image is kind of blurry because it resized a smaller image. Well, we know we have larger thumbnails stored in the folders, or in the folder. So how can we get that? Well, we can just not declare which one we want, and it will just grab the default one. So that'll make it the normal size it should be, and it will not stretch it. So it won't look all fuzzy and stuff. Now go to the image, and we're going to add a margin to the bottom of 10 pixels. Looks good. Let's add a margin to the, oh no, let's add a padding to the bottom of the game thumb. Let's just add a margin to the bottom of that. 20 pixels. What is that going to look like? Yeah, we'll go with that. That'll work for us. But now we still have this hover effect on all of these items over here, and we don't want that. So on the anchor tag, or no, the border is actually on the... Yeah, the border is actually... where is... Oh, here it is. Okay, I couldn't see it. It's actually on the game thumb itself. So we'll say border none. So for the sidebar list game thumb, no border. And on hover, we have to change it as well. So Control C, Control V. Before we change that, let's just show you what it looks like real quick. Right? Okay, we know how that works. So let's do this and go hover and get rid of that, that, and refresh. And we have no hover effect, which is what we wanted. Now, one more thing. So we're making good progress, but one more thing. What if we wanted to put more content, like if we wanted to make another list right here? Well, if we copy this, we paste it below itself again, Control S, what happens? Well, it brings it down there, but it also brings us down with it. What happens if we get rid of these two sections right here and make it all one section? Make the whole left side one big section. It works for us. So now all of this is one section, and all of this is one section. So that's what we want it to do, is we want to kind of have the left and the right. And that's good. So we made some progress this time, and we are just moving along. Next time we will work on this spot right here, and then maybe something else, and then we'll work on the footer, and then we get to work on the page and post templates, and then we get to work on searching and view count. I want to implement a view count system, but it's still kind of meh. But we'll work on that. We get to work on comments, integrating the comment system. That's going to be fun. A lot of stuff. So stick around for all that. Follow me on Twitter at AwfulMedia. I will be showing some previews of AwfulMedia.com with all the changes I'm doing. It's not mind changing anything. I'm writing everything from the ground up again. And I'll be integrating the forums with the release of the new website. So follow me on there if you want to have a preview of it, and I am taking all kinds of input. I will be, at least. So thank you for anybody who wants to do that. I look forward to seeing any kind of suggestions. Check out awfulmedia.com as it is now. I am Austin, and I will see you next time.